Hello, welcome back in. So, I am having a lot of issues with Fable. They have not gotten better and they are creating a lot of problems for me to record. So, I figured I'd take some of the clips I have from Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel. This is going to be a trip through the ranked ladder. This set of videos is going to be, what is it? I think I'm bronze 5 through up to silver 5. So I figured that would be something fun to do in lieu of that, and then I can figure out while these are still posting whether I'm going to be able to continue Fable or if I'm going to have to put it on the side burner and figure something out. But with that, let's get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on the ranked ladder. Okay, so the first thing that I want to make a note of, I am not a competitive player. This is the first amount of any competitive playing at all I've done with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm also a returning player from a long gone era where special summons were a big deal, a lot bigger of a deal than they are now. And the game is so fast that I find that facing anything, if I don't recognize it, I get panicky really easily. So I figured out that they're playing Fright Fur. I have no idea what that means. No idea whatsoever. So I play Sage with Eyes of Blue, just kind of start something off because I really didn't have a whole lot here. One thing I noticed with this deck is it likes to brick me really easily. So yeah, all I can do is kind of react to whatever the other player's doing. I don't know if that's common. That's something I'm going to figure out as I go through this. But yeah, so as you can see, I've got all three of my blue eyes and really not a whole lot to do with them. And basically all I'm doing is holding my breath because back when I played, beatdown was the way to go. So your life points, you wanted as high as possible. You were always concerned about that. And I've noticed with this now, with the way it works now, that's not so much the case. So it's been a bit of an adjustment. So now that I've taken all of this damage and I'm down to 3,900, I'm like, okay, I'm falling behind quickly. Now, when I finally draw Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, I know that I can finally special something, get something rolling. This allowed me to combo into Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, which is a card I've really grown fond of because it does offer really good protection, I've noticed. And it's allowed me to get a little bit beat sticky and start getting the life points evened out a little bit, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, now that I've finally got a couple cards on the field, I've kind of started to shift things a little bit, which is obviously very helpful. I just keep swinging away because that's what I know, and that's kind of why I started off with Blue Eyes. I saw the Chaos Max structure deck, I got all three, threw them together, and that's just kind of how I wound up with what I did. And all of a sudden, the other player quits. Okay, and then this one, it goes a little bit smoother. So I have Dictator of D right off the get-go, so that's always helpful because you can throw one Blue Eyes in the graveyard, summon him, activate his effect, discard another card, summon back another one. So I always like when I have that combo at the very least to start with. It gives me something to at least build off of. I've noticed that getting a combo like that to start's inconsistent. And then I find out that I'm against another Blue Eyes. So it's kind of a mirror match type thing, but I'm usually okay with those in Blue Eyes because it doesn't really get out of hand. Now, once I get Alternative White, I do the same thing I always do. Special summon it. I've cleared his board. I'm now gonna hit him for 6,000 damage. Or 3,000 damage, sorry, because of the effect. Plays White Stone of Ancients. And the player quits. So one thing I've noticed a lot with ranked is that it seems like I'm more likely to get someone who surrenders than actually finishes the battle. And I don't know if that's unique to me or if that's just something people do. But yeah, that's something I'd noticed as I was going through all of my clips that I've saved. So this battle was a pretty short one. I had determined he was playing a dragon deck of some kind. I open up with the standard Lord of D's special summon, discard a card, bring back Blue Eyes. Pretty straightforward. A lot of firepower on the first turn. Then they come out with, I'm not entirely sure what that is. I didn't take a look at it in the replay first, but I pull Abyss Dragon, throw that in the graveyard, and it plays a counter card. I'm not entirely sure what that one did, but it didn't really seem to hurt anything one way or another. So now I've got, not alternative white, Dragon Spirit of White. I throw Abyss in the graveyard, and I open fire thanks to the boosted damage. A white lightning at 4,000 to finish it off. Nice and quick and simple. I wish more battles went like this, to be honest. So here's another battle. This one was a bit of an odd one I found. So I open up with Melody of Summoning D or whatever that is. And I always make the mistake of grabbing 2 Blue Eyes for some reason at this point. I don't think to grab Alternative and Blue Eyes to get the free easy summon. That is something I figure out after I've recorded this video. But I wind up settling on Maiden with Eyes of Blue. And the weird thing is, it just sits there. So while my opponent's doing what I like to call summoning backflips, or these lengthy combos of setting up their board, doing all of these things, they do a whole bunch of stuff. Something happens. I think they overplay their combo or miss a timing somewhere. So I draw a card completely past my turn, just leave it be. Obviously with 2 Blue Eyes and Polymerization, I'm not really overly worried. He plays a couple cards on his following turn, and then all of a sudden it was just like, well, you'll see. Poof. And he quits. It was really weird. This battle was probably one of my favorites, just because it went so quick and smooth. I have Chaos Max and a Chaos form in my hand to start with, which I find very rarely happens. I didn't have a Blue Eyes, but Sage with Eyes of Blue, Stone of the Ancients, just get that combo going. And it very quickly gets me Blue Eyes, which allows me to go into Chaos Max Dragon. I'm a pretty happy camper at this point. I've already got a boss monster on the field. I've special summoned Dictator of D, and now I've managed to get Blue Eyes Jet Dragon on the field for some protection. So I'm a happy camper. I wish that battles started this easily all the time. The other guy tries to attack. I use Jet Dragon's effect, wipe his monster, draw a card, place it face down, and now I just open fire for what comes out to about 8,200 points in damage. Of course, White Stone of the Ancients, get the Blue Eyes in my hand just in case, and call her a day. That was probably one of my favorite ranked matches, I'm not gonna lie. This battle, probably far and beyond, was the longest battle, the most tedious battle for sure. So in my opening hand, I start with Melody of Summoning Deep, whatever that card is again. I decide this time to pull Chaos Max and Alternative White, so I kind of figured out, I've got a Blue Eyes, let's get some combos going. So I get Alternative White on the field, Chaos Max, because I've got the Blue Eyes in my hand, might as well make good use. I now have a boss monster on the field. Now, the funny thing was, I just mentioned to my brother before I had done this duel, I was like, I don't know, I think I'll get rid of Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon out of my deck because it kind of feels like it's a dead draw, kind of redundant, versus Chaos Max. Now, that was a mentality from not properly reading Blue Eyes Chaos, and this person actually showed me why I was wrong and why I changed my mind and decided to keep it in there. So after doing all the summoning backflips that I've gotten used to with being on the ranked ladder and in any format in Master Duel right now, I pulls out Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. I'm like, well, what's going on there? Then I realized his effect is he can put any monster in defense mode, zeroes down their defense, and then inflicts piercing damage. So I take a whole pile of damage. I'm down to 3,600, and I'm already like, okay, I'm not having a great time. Again, my old mentality. I'm way far behind in life points. So I play Return of the Dragon Lords. I bring back Alternative White Dragon. Get rid of that card. Play the other one. Get Blue Eyes back. And then I Contact Fusion to bring out Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. So obviously really good protection, can take on anything in battle, even at the same attack points, and it just basically automatically destroys things. I'd actually summoned him because of his ability to make 2 attacks in 1 turn. So I clear off the board pretty quick. Blue Eyes comes out. Blue Eyes knows it can't take on Twin Burst Dragon. It doesn't do anything. It's basically just there to stall out, and now his cards are becoming fodder. Now, the next couple turns were really tedious. Obviously, being a replay, this is condensed, but this player took a long time to do. Not really a whole lot of anything between turns, just trying to figure out what they were going to do. So they bring out alternate White Dragon. Tries to get rid of me. I banish Return of the Dragon Lords. That's 1 protection. I haul off, get rid of that card. That's the end of my turn. And on this turn, I believe it was this turn, just left it be, didn't do anything. I flipped White Stone of the Ancients, decided to get 3,600 in damage. You know, even the extra 600 for chip damage, that's never a bad thing. Though the lower you can get someone's life points in this situation, the more likely they are to just concede and give you the battle. So he takes out White Stone of the Ancients. That's fine. It activates in the graveyard, and then poof, just gives up. There's no way that it seemed like he had any way around Twin Burst Dragon. And finally, this is absolutely my favorite one. I actually ended my night on this battle when I had done these recordings. So I go through your very standard Dictator of D. I got Blue Eyes Jet Dragon on the field, and that was important because I had a card face down, and not the first thing. So the first thing that they played was Magical Mallet. And then they decided to be cheeky and play Harpy's Feathers Duster. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon protected it. And this is what ended this battle so quick. So this player just kept milling cards. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, they're clearly playing Blue Eyes. Why are they milling so much? So they get everything all set up to finally pull off what I'm guessing was their end game. And they had pulled out Blue Eyes 1, Blue Eyes 2, and Blue Eyes 3, and a card I had just added literally right before this battle, Network Trap Hole, banished all 3, and they quit. And I checked their deck. That's all they had. It was actually kind of fun. So yeah, that concludes my battle all the way up to rank what did I wind up being? Silver 5 at the end of this. So that was a whole lot of fun. I'm really hoping that this is a video that that you all like. And if it is, definitely drop the likes, drop the comments, let me know. This is absolutely something I would love to do as a series. I'm probably going to one way or another, but like I said at the beginning of the video, this is going to tide everything over till I can make a decision on Fable. But yeah, if this gets enough traction and there's enough interest in it, I might lean more towards doing stuff like this. Obviously, I've got Duelist Cup, casual, fun stuff that I can do. Take you on the journey through my first ranked ladder, continuing beyond this. So yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments section. Your input obviously matters a huge amount. But yeah, until I can post the next video, if you did like this one, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it and you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And until the next one, thank you and all the best.